Hi, Hemu. This is Fazil.
Yeah, go ahead,
When it
please.
comes to public cloud, you said there is a limitation for the network segmentation. So
Yes, yes, right.
could you please explain a bit more about that? Because you said that there is only one interface, management interface.
Okay, so
So
what
we
I can
cannot
do,
perform.
what I can do, Fazil, maybe that part I will cover when I will discuss the deployment part of it. Okay.
Okay, fine. Got
Yeah,
it. Thank you.
yeah. Because when I will show you the deployment of this panorama and all, that time I will tell you what are the limitations you have in AWS. So I will majorly focus on AWS and GCP. Okay.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Cool, cool. Any other questions, guys?
Hemu sir, go here. I
Yeah,
just have
Raghu.
couple. I just have couple of questions. You said that we'll be using same Pan OS on Panorama as well, right? It's the
Mhm.
same Pan OS on the Palo Alto as well. So is it the same version used for both these models, or if it is different, how do we differentiate between them?
Means I'm not getting you. Like I have a panorama.
No, you said Pan OS is the OS version used on Panorama, right?
Okay, see, the operating system is known as PanOS for Palo Alto and for Panorama. This is the just name of the operating system. Okay, like we have a Windows 10, right? Just operating system. But like Palo Alto OS has a different set of configuration, different coding, and whenever you have to download the totally separate image. Okay.
Okay.
But they have a same thing. They have a BSD Linux on top of that. They have just added the pan application. That's it.
Okay. Got it.
Cool.
Hey, Hemu,
Hey.
can you please go back to the previous slides, the one which has multiple interfaces?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here, the question is, why would branch would have too many firewalls, and why would this data centers also have too many firewalls?
Okay. It's not about the one data center actually. These are the data centers. Means maybe you have a 5 location, which are the DCs,
No
right?
makes sense. Not
So
makes sense.
every location you have some firewall. Okay, if I will put all the DC like DC1, DC2, so it's become bit complex here, right? So that's why here you have a multiple branches. So that's why I have put like that. In branch, generally you have a 2 firewalls in active passive mode in most of the time. So let's suppose here you have a 50 branches, a total of 100 firewalls. Okay, maybe here you are having 850 series, but in DCs maybe you are having 50 to 20 series high-end boxes. Okay. Okay, cool.
And the log
Hey.
collection,
Yep, go ahead.
the log collections which you have right now, right? The question is, these are the live queries that basically go back to the panorama.
So generally these are the log collectors. So whatever live logs is generated by these firewalls, they will send these logs toward these log collectors and they will store these logs. Okay. And whenever you will need to do the reporting query and all from Panorama, so you have to that time Panorama will communicate with these log collectors and give you the details, give you the reports and everything.
Okay. Where does the Splunk come into picture here?
Splunk is just the external servers. Means, let me just tell you the Splunk one here. I have one image for that. Splunks come in this one. Here you can see I have a firewalls. I have the dedicated log collectors, right? And I have some external servers. So Splunk come here.
Okay.
Okay. We will forward these logs directly from these firewalls to these Splunks.
Thanks.
Yeah. And also, one more thing, let me just complete. We can also forward these logs from these log collectors to your Splunk, these external servers. Okay. So we have both options.
Okay.
Right. That is what I was asking. Cool.
Okay.
So we can forward from log collectors to there.
Yep.
All right.
Because see, I have just put these slide because when I will discuss the dedicated log, there is a dedicated separate sessions I am going to take for log collection. There's so many things I want to explain on that day. So don't worry. Okay.
Yeah, Hemu, can you go to the previous slide, your diagram, the log collectors, branch and data center, please? Not this one, the diagram you draw.
I'm going here. Yeah. Yep, go ahead.
Perfect. Yeah. Right. So in this case, we have dedicated log collectors and we have the central panorama to manage the devices and log collectors. So
Yep.
here, the actual logs would not be sent to panorama from the log collectors, right?
No, no, no.
Got it.
We are using this log collector just to offload the log of this,
Correct.
offload this
Yep.
logging functionality from this panorama, right? To offload
Right.
the
So
load
if
from here.
that's right, but if I want to have the view of my logs, I will see it in panorama. But that time panorama is just making a logic to connect to the log collectors, and it is
Yes,
showing me
it
the
will,
picture.
yeah, it will do the query here. It will do the query to log collectors, and it will give you the reports here.
Got it.
Yeah.
Perfect. One side question.
Yep.
Regarding the PAN OS,
Mhm.
do we have to have the same software version or same PAN OS version on panorama and firewalls?
So let me tell you. Let's suppose we have a panorama which is running right now 10.2.3. Okay. And let's suppose we have some firewall, Palo Alto firewall. Some firewall, they are running version 10.0.0. Let's suppose some are running 10.1.1. Some are running 10.2.0. Some are running 10.2.3. And some are running 11. In that case, this panorama can able to manage the firewalls who is running the same version, either the lesser one.
Okay, same or the lesser one.
But it cannot able to manage the Palo Alto 5 which is running 11.0.0. But here we have one trick as well. Let's suppose I'm running here panorama. Panorama I'm running with what I can mention. I can mention here 10.1.7 or 1.8. Okay. Or let's suppose I'm running panorama with 10.1.5 and Palo Alto I'm running with 10.1.7. Or I'm running till 10.1.6 and I am having some Palo Alto 5 which are running 10.1.8. In that case, I can able to manage these two firewalls as well, but this one I will not. So I can able to manage higher than 2 versions. Okay.
Higher than 2 versions. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I will discuss these things in details. Okay, don't worry.
Yep. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. This is Hashim.
Yeah, Hashim, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I want to just little clarity about this diagram. In this diagram, we have dedicated log collector as well as firewalls, and we are managing through Panorama. So if I want to see the logs for particular firewall, so always we need to log in the Panorama to send the query towards log collector, right?
Yes, if you want a log overview into the Panorama, then we have to do the query. Otherwise, if you want to see the live logs, see, just tell me one thing. If we will forward all the logs to Panorama,
yeah,
what is the main purpose of getting all the logs in Panorama? Get the network visibility?
Yeah, network visibility and for the troubleshooting, for example, if you want to see the
come on, man. For troubleshooting, we will see the live logs from firewall, right? Because you know, there is some delay always. There is some delay when you will not get the live logs right away into the Panorama. There is always some delay, right?
Yes.
So if you want to do the troubleshooting, you have to look for that firewall. But this here we are sending the logs just for getting the network visibility, creating the reports and other tasks. Okay, that's the main purpose.
Okay, fine.
Okay, and here we are storing. Sorry.
So always we need to send the query from the Panorama only. No
Yes.
need to no need to log in into log collector to check the.
No, we will just get here CLI access. So we will not get much thing.
Yes.
Live logs we can verify here on the firewalls. That's how we will do the troubleshooting, no?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hebo, on the same note, you mean from the Panorama, whenever there is a query, I mean, it's like on demand. to get the
Yeah,
information from the log collector, right?
yeah, yep, that's correct.
Okay. And also you said there is three modes, right? Legacy, panorama, management only in logger. So if I'm going from legacy to panorama, I'm able to convert to management only. And from management, I can go back to the panorama, right?
Yes,
And
yes, right.
from management, I cannot go back to, I cannot go to the logger, right?
Yeah, we
If
have a
I'm
4 modes here. From here we
okay.
cannot
From
able to.
logger, I can go back to panorama.
Yes, from here we can able to go.
So panorama and management only, it's interchangeable.
Yes, yes, right, right.
Okay, okay, okay. Got it. Thank you.
So in this diagram, the one which is shown as in panorama, if the mode is in panorama mode or the management only mode,
This generally
should be
we will.
managed.
Yeah, it should be. I've just run the name. This is the name of your device, Panorama. Okay, it is generally we will run in a management mode.
Management only. Okay. And log collectors are in log collection, right? The
Yeah.
mode will be on log
Even
collection.
though if we are running this on a Panorama mode, see, we are not sending the logs. They are just sending the logs here, right? If they will not forward any logs to Panorama, then we can run in Panorama as well, right? It will not impact,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because until we will instruct this panorama, we have to create the log collection group. So many things we have to do. Okay, when we will do this configuration, when I will create this configuration, that time it will make more sense. Okay, right now just a network segmentation, how you will do that, just keep it short here till that.
No,
Okay.
Emo, I have one question. If we are running the panorama in the management mode, like you said before, it cannot able to get these threads, all the logs from the log collector. Is it so, or?
So let's suppose you are running this panorama in a management mode only. And if your firewall is trying to send some traffic logs, what it will do, it will drop all these logs. Okay.
So is it the
Yeah.
same case for the log collector as well?
No, log collectors.
No,
we are running
we are
this log
fetching
collect.
from panorama, right? On that case, I'm asking.
No, why we will fetch the logs from panorama? These firewall, they are forwarding these logs to these log collectors. Okay, let me just put this thing so you will get some idea. 1 minute. These firewall, they are forwarding the logs here.
Yes, understood.
Okay, they are not forwarding to panorama now. They
No,
will forward to log collectors only.
okay, so from panorama we are querying, right?
Yes,
That is what.
we are just doing the query for reports. If you want to see the threads, if you want to see the top applications, right? That thing we used to do. Got it?
Yeah.
Cool. Any other questions, guys? Anyone have?
Hemant, one question for me. Subhash is here.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So actually, when you started to explain Ethernet 3.1.2, that time I just missed that points. So could you again please repeat that?
Ethernet 3 and what? Ethernet 2, right?
Ethernet 3.2.1.
Okay, so this Ethernet 1 interface, if you remember from this panorama, we can able to manage the software updates and content updates, right? Of your firewalls, and we can also do the license management. So for this purpose, we will use this Ethernet 1 interface, dedicated interface, who is doing your device deployment. All the software management, software updates management, your content update management, and license management comes under the deployment. Let me just show you here. This task I'm talking about. If I'll go into my panorama, I have a device deployment, right? From here, I can push these softwares to my firewall. Right now, I think I have not downloaded any, but I can basically forward any kind of logs, any kind of operating system to my firewall. I can send these particular dynamic updates as well. Like I have this one, right? I can send to my firewall like this. Okay. That's a different, that there is some issue maybe going on, that's why. But if you have proper connectivity, see, I can push these things. This is the job of your first interface. Okay, this one, Ethernet 1x1. Now, if you want to push any kind of security policies or your routing changes into data center firewall, then we will have a dedicated Ethernet 1x3 interface for data centers, and Ethernet 1x2 interface dedicated for your branch office firewall. It will do the device config management. And we have a dedicated Ethernet 5 and 4 interface for the log queries and all. Okay, you got the points now, right?
Yes, sir. I got but one question. Means Ethernet 3 and 2 we can send both template and group policy, device group also.
Yes, 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 right, right.
And another question, such as we will going to configure all these 5, 3, and 1, 2, 4.
Everything.
So all interface are work a different subnet or same subnet or same IP. What?
We have to configure the dedicated IP address here because these are the layer 3 interfaces. Okay, means we need a separate segments, separate subnets for all these interfaces, separate IP address. Okay,
Separate IP address but same subnet.
not the same subnet, man. These are the layer 3 interfaces, right? In your router, let's suppose you have a router, you have F0x0 interface and you have F0x1 interface. And let's say here you have a IP address 10.1.1.100/24. Then here you need a separate subnet, right? Maybe 10.2.100/24. You cannot able to configure here 10.1.1.101. Are you able to configure this interface here? This IP address on F0x1 interface? No, right? Because they should be in separate layer 3 domain. Okay.
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Yep. Guys, whoever wants to drop from the meeting, they can drop. Who don't have any questions? Who is having the questions, guys? Just ask.
Yes, I have one question. For example, we don't have the log collectors. Now we are using the panorama as a in panorama view. Means
Panorama.
logs also on the panorama as well.
Yes, yes,
And
right.
we are using only one interface for everything.
Mhm.
Means software deployment, device deployment, and policy configuration. So, what kind of issues and challenges we may face?
Bandwidth, bandwidth kind of issue. Let's suppose they are sending lots of logs
Yes,
to
correct.
your firewalls, right? And you are also trying to push some configuration.
Yes, correct.
Then what will happen? There your config push will got delayed, right? Or maybe you are sending some software updates. It also got delayed. Maybe you will see some high utilization and all. So such kind of issue you will face.
Yeah, correct, sir. And that is why we are facing this issue actually. Whenever we are trying to deploy any dynamic update, is getting failed.
See, let me tell you
So,
one thing.
thanks a lot. You told
One of
yes,
my customers, they are using this interface for everything.
for
Okay.
everything.
Now
Okay.
what they have enabled the core text data like logs and so many things they have enabled. Now they have faced lots of logs, lots of problem, lots of challenge on this particular interface because this core text data they have enabled on the firewall management interface. From that interface, they are getting the data in GBs every day.
Okay.
So that's why proper network segmentation we have to achieve.